There we go. So my guest today on the show, I'm really excited to be speaking to him. It's Mr. Savio Vega. Hello.
How you doing? How you doing? Good night for you and good day for me. You see the bride is
It's,
the sun is burning here in Puerto Rico.
yeah, I mean, well, it's night time here, and obviously it's really nice
Yeah, yeah.
there in Puerto Rico. But I wanted to actually go back to where your wrestling journey actually first started for you. So can you tell us
Okay.
how you actually got into it and where it all began?
Well, this is an interesting story that I say many times in different interviews that I done. Uh, Brother, I gotta figure it out to know exactly what I believe I was like maybe 10, 12 years, maybe less. I'm gonna check. Uh, Surfing on a small black TV at home. Uh, it was a Sunday, 5 o'clock. I remember that, and I turned the TV, and Channel 7 was Titan of the Ring, which is wrestling from Argentina. In that era, uh, the way they have this wrestling company was actually with the what is it called? The characters
Yeah,
was characters. I mean, big time. You have the mummy guy with the mummy costume. You got the racing car guy, the STP guy. He coming with the Formula One car. Sorry, I fixed the
of
phone here.
course.
Uh, uh, you have the Viking guy come with they're all their costume. The Bible people come with the sheets with the everything. I mean, was something for kids, very interesting, and that caught my attention. And when I saw the that wrestling, I went like, I love that. I want to do that. And every Sunday, 5 o'clock, I start watching that, watching wrestling. Then in school with my friends, we start talking about wrestling, and that's when they say, "It's wrestling here in Puerto Rico." I said, "Where?" Channel 4. I said, "What?" And I turned to Channel 4 and start watching the local wrestling. And it's like, oh my God, I want to do that. The Taekwondo exhibition come to my hometown, 1 block from my house, and I went there and I see that and watching. So I guess I was made for this, for contact sports or something like that. Because when I saw the Taekwondo, I talked to my grandma, I talked to my dad, my mom, and I said I want to do that. So they give me the opportunity to do some martial arts. I was there for almost 6 7 years, maybe more, uh, and I was going there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I mean, nonstop. I got my second degree in black belt, and I have my schools and stuff like that. Uh, when I jumped to wrestling, is because one of the guys that was training with me in a taekwondo, he left for almost a year, and I asked him, we were stretching. I asked him, bro, what happened? What are you doing? Why you left? He said, well, I took some time off, but I was doing wrestling. When he said that, I went like, what? I just grabbed him by the kimono. I said, brother, you have to take me that there, please. I want to be a wrestler. I want to be a wrestler. I want that. I want that. He's like, okay, I take it. So just like that, man, I was like, oh my God. I mean, he just, what, wrestling? So he took me, was in Dorado, which is a home town next to my hometown in Vega Alta. So I started going over there, and I saw Chiqui Star, one of the superstars here in Puerto Rico, Angelo Rivera, which is El Profe. Those two, they're the most popular from that crew. And I saw them wrestle in my hometown in different places on TV. Uh, so my first lesson was from Chiqui Star when I stand up in the middle of the ropes, and he hit the ropes and hit me with his elbow right in my chest. And I just, oh my God. That's my first lesson. Do not never stand up in the middle of the rope when the people are in the ring. I'm like, okay. So I start learning with these people. I start wrestling local shows around the island. One day, one of the professionals from WWC, Isaac Rosario. I was doing security by that time. I started going to the wrestling matches, and I saw one uncle and one cousin. They working as a security. When I saw them working there, I say, "Hey," I say hello to them. So, what are you doing here? I say, "Oh, watching wrestling." So I hooked myself with them, and every Saturday I was going to the wrestling for free. Because they there. So I manage myself after I pay a few tickets here there and going with my friends uh, uh, to the wrestling, and that's when I talked to my friend. He teach me where to go train. When I wrestle in a front of Isaac Rosario, he said to me, "You you're a good wrestler." I said, "I'm gonna talk to Carlos Colon to see if he bring you to the television." I said, "What?" It's like, whoa. I was see them before, work as a security with them, then to jump inside the ring. It's like, oh my god. So hey, that happened like that. He gave me the opportunity, and every Wednesday, every week was television. So I was going to the television, and from there they see me that I'm interesting, and they start book me around the island, here there. From there, they see more interested in me than the way they like my work or whatever, and they send me to Louisiana for Big Watts company. I was there for 4 months, wrestled there. Then from there, I come back to Puerto Rico. I was here maybe 6 months. They sent me to Mexico. Then from Mexico back to Puerto Rico, and that's when we create the TNT gimmick. They say shave your head. I have my afro, man. When they say me that, I say, "You I cut what? No, my afro." So I cut your hair, let's paint your face. I said, well, let's see what we're gonna do. He said, well, it was an experiment. To be honest, TNT in that time was an experiment. So uh, with the only touch that I already have around 2 years and some of the experience how to work with all these professionals. I start as a crawling. I stand up, I start walking, and I feel that I was starting to jog a little bit. When they give me the gimmick of TNT, I say, I got this. It's my time to run. And here come Invader with me, and he say, well, this is the opportunity. He know already me for almost 3 years. He said, this is the opportunity. Or you make it, or you get the hell out of here. I'm like, I said, don't worry, I got this. I'm on my way to the ring with my karate kimono. Profe was Angelo Rivera is a profe. Is my manager. My character don't talk. I always have my paint in my face and cross the arms and quiet all the time. So the mystery of that guy, painted face, uh, karate kicks, movement here there. Nobody was doing that. Nobody, just me. And that character launched big time here in Puerto Rico. The people love that character. They still talking to this day. Every time the people see me, they don't. And I say 90% of the people call me TNT, no Savio Vega,
Oh,
because the new generation now, of course, they grew up with Savio Vega. When I started going work in Japan, from Japan, Scott Hall. I talked to him. With Fatu, I believe it was Fatu Bam Bam Bigelow, rest his soul. Uh, I say, tell him Scott. I say hello. That's when he was doing the Razor Ramon, uh, and he say, tell him T that call me. So I call him. He say, I talked to the man with Vince, and he want to give you a tryout. I talked to him. I say, hey, he's a badass guy in Puerto Rico. You have to bring that guy here. I said, okay. So they flew me from Japan to Syracuse. I did my tryout Monday and Tuesday. They sent me home. Wasn't home for almost 4 months, maybe, doing nothing. I called them. I said, "Hey, you gonna give me the job or not? Because I quit Japan because you guys told me that you're gonna hire me, and now I'm here at home, you know. So not making no money." I talked to Pat Patterson, And Pat said, I'm sorry, we have too many things, the big show here, blah, 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 blah. All right. So they hired me. They flew me from Puerto Rico in the morning. I went to meet Vince and JJ Dillon. In the afternoon, I was back in home already with my contract. And I mean, being already 37 years in professional wrestling, going all over the world, meet wonderful people, people like you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to the people and the people uh, that come in years later when I pass. They're gonna see these interviews and say, "Whoa, who's that crazy ballhead?" So so I have fun in the business, man. Uh, it's like everything in life, up and downs. But the way that I or the way the business treated me was great, was good because I look back and I see opportunities that come in my way, and I wasted it because maybe don't have the experience. Uh, but that have to happen so I learn and teach later some other people. Teach me how to live, teach me how to do business, to travel, to visit different cultures. I mean, many things. Wrestling teach me how to be a man, how to be a businessman too, and I love wrestling. Yeah, in the beginning, so many rocks in the middle that I have to, with my karate, to destroy it and continue. Other hit me and I turn to the other way. And the way that I see it in our life have been, I mean, the way that I say is we need some Judas in our life. When you have Judas in your life, it's people that it's like Judas that betray God. So we need to have Judas in our life. Why? Because those Judas is like uh, 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 teach us or take us in where we're supposed to be. We don't know till you get there. That's when you realize, okay, this have to happen here, there, to realize who I am, what I want to do, what I want to teach. And in wrestling, I say this many times. If I born again, I want to be a wrestler. To be honest.
I mean, you were just mentioning before that Razor Ramon actually
Yeah.
getting into the company. You actually was with him during your time in WWE.
Yeah.
So, what was he like as a person? What kind of relationship did you have? Was he fun backstage?
Yeah, I mean, Razor when he was here as a cowboy Scott Hall, I wrestled him many times. We did some story when he was a cowboy. He Carlos hired him. He was living right there in Florida, so the tickets were super cheap. And I mean, he was here for a long time, back and forth, back and forth. So he liked the way we work. We beat the hell out of each other. Uh, and when he said, "Hey, I talked to the man. I want to bring you down here." I'm like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know too much about WWF at that time. I was focused here in Puerto Rico. Then I would start going to Japan. When he opened that door of, "Hey, this is another thing that's happening here," I'm like, okay. Here in Puerto Rico, we watch more WCW, TBS
Yeah.
by that time, in 80s, 80 something, 89, 88, something like that, 90s. Uh, so yeah, he's still fun. He's a good guy. What I can, but no, he's a great guy, man. He gave me the opportunity uh, to grow more in the business, and many times that I see him, I say thank you.
And I'm not sure how true this story is, but did
Uh
you
huh.
play a part in actually creating the Goldust character?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
okay, now to create the Goldust character, how to work the character, how to work the character. They have Dustin sitting there somewhere in the arena backstage every Monday. And when I have, passed to go work, I saw him there and come back and he's there. And he's like, I said, brother, what's going on with you? He's like, they don't know what to do with me. I said, what do you mean? Well, they don't know how to develop the character. I said, well, I know what to do with you, you know. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah, like, I have some ideas with looking at you. We sit down and we talk. What is your character? This is what I see. What they have in mind. Well, I don't know. So that's when I told him that. He said, I'm gonna talk to Pat. I said, talk to Pat. Here come Pat. He said, Savio. I said, yes. I said, Dustin says you know what to do with him, with his character, how to work. I said, yeah, I have an idea. I said, put it together. You guys working tonight. Very good. So that's when I start, you know, create the character of what I see in him.
Yeah.
Got this guy dressed in gold, black painted here, there, and what to do with him. So I said, well, the way that I see it with the wig and all that, it's like he have manners or whatever. So that's when I say, okay, let's do this. Let's go this spot. And when you lock up, go behind me, and you're gonna start touching me. It's like you're fucked up in your head, you know. What the hell you gonna? So what I did is when he do that, touching I'm like, what the hell? This is don't supposed to happen in wrestling.
Yeah.
So that's when I turn around. Like, come, what the hell are you touching me, you son of a? And that's when I said, let's do it again. This time you're gonna touch from my head, my face, everything. That's when the same thing again. And run, you're a coward. You cannot be a fighter. If you're a fighter, we go in different way. So okay, so that's what we did, and we did that match. Then we start putting together every day. They put us together. This is after I almost finished with Stone Cold. So they put us together on the road, Dustin and me, every night, and we have wow, so many great matches together, uh, brother. I remember one Sunday we are was no Stanford, nearby Stanford. Was nearby because Vince was living somewhere in Stanford, and he come to the arena, and we are ready to go to the ring. No, we are in the ring. We are in the arena. If I'm not wrong, we have a match. Ooh, it was a bunch of Puerto Ricans in that area, and and I always see. I learned from many people. One of the guys says to me one time, when you work in the ring, work to be the best match of the night. I said, well, I have that in my head. So we have a blast match. We end that match. The people up, screaming, happy, and let's go. We work almost half an hour in the ring. So when we back to the dressing room, here's Vince. He come to the back, shake our hands, and say, "What a match!" You know. He say, "Well, great." I say to him, "Put us in the pay-per-view." He never put us in the pay-per-view. I never worked with Dustin in the pay-per-view that I remember. Not. And yes, I help Dustin develop his character. We always put more and more. We come to a point in where we did a gimmick in where he kissed me. He looked like he kissed me, and I said to him, "What you're gonna do is when you grab my face, and you're gonna do the kiss. You're gonna put your cheek because you got paint all over my mouth, so it look like you kissed me." And so he's doing that. I took my bump to the back, pump, knockout. We did many things, many things, and yeah, I love to work with him.
So what was the story? Because I know he did something similar with Ahmed Johnson, and I don't think he liked it at all. Because you hear in interviews that he was really kind of pissed off about that happening. So do you know anything about that?
Man, at this moment, if something happened between them, I don't know. But that was the character
Yeah,
that we tried to develop on Dusty. If they don't know what to do, you cannot tell me how the character goes if you don't know.
Mm.
And when you see something now, you got an idea. Oh, it should be this way. Shut the hell up, Shut the hell up. So we develop. If they have something, man, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
And for me personally, because I've always been a huge fan of yours, and I loved your
Thank
matches
you.
with Stone Cold Steve Austin, because you had matches at WrestleMania, and weren't you the first person to actually defeat Stone Cold in
Yeah,
singles fights, which is
yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
So what was he like? Because you were obviously there at the beginning of his career, essentially, in becoming a big star. So what were your memories of working with him?
Man, when Dustin and me we met, this is San Antonio when he had just arrived to do his tryouts, and I saw the paper as it's Savio, Steve Austin. I said, all right, TV. So here come Pat and says, Savio, this is Steve Austin. He's doing a tryout. I want you to tell me what's going on. I said, all right, let's do it. So this is what I said to Steve. I was lacing my boots. I remember. I said to him, brother, I don't know you. You don't know me. My finish is the spinning kick. Let's call it in the ring. I said, okay, just like that. So let's go. Let's go inside. So what a match. What a tryout match. I was okay with the people. People like Savio Vega in that time was the baby face. And we did this match that, I mean, a tryout to have a Coliseum coin going crazy. Like what? With a guy that maybe they know. I don't know in that time. Or maybe they don't know. But we have a blast match. Here come Pat Patterson in the back. And Savio, tell me. I said, you see it? He said, yes. You tell me. He said, wow, tomorrow I want to see that again. Okay, now I sit down with Steve and we talk a little bit more. We have many matches. They put us in the WrestleMania 12. They We did the Caribbean Strap match twice because the light went off the first time. Uh, and other many matches, house matches. Woof, crazy. Uh, what I did is I sit down one day and I said, why we have so many great matches between him and me, and we never worked before, never. And when I realized is the Steve work for Texas, Louisiana, I believe so, Florida area, and so many of those guys come to work in Puerto Rico, and I work with them. Basic, if you want to call it that way, is like the book of wrestling. We read the same book. We read the same book. So when we got together, it was like this piece go here and this other piece match together. And hey, we never have a problem. Uh, the way we work, I hear some podcast that he say, man, he beat the hell out of me. My lungs hurt because he was, brother. I was already in shape there. I know that ring big time. He just arrived, but I don't have that in my head. And he never complained. I mean, he was maybe tired or whatever, but he was there pushing and pushing and pushing. And what I did is, if you see my matches, I just sold for him, make him strong. Working the match, of course, my babyface side when I have to do what I have to do, uh, and we don't know where that's gonna take us till they start pushing him. I went to Gold Dust. I got some heat too with the company, and hey, thank you God, he made it big time. But we have blast. We have fun matches.
Do you stay in touch with him? Because obviously, if he shared
See?
such a big part of his, beginning of his career with you, do you still keep in touch?
Yes. We chat when our birthdays, when something happened, when I saw some matches that fans sent me that I didn't even remember. I said, "Whoa!" I watched and I sent it to him. Check this, and but yeah, we keep in touch. We keep in touch.
And for me, growing up, I was always a huge fan of the Nation of Domination.
Oh,
Um,
I love it.
It was so good. I wanted to find out your thoughts when you were asked to actually be part of it. Was it something you were excited about working with Ron Simmons and everybody else?
Well, actually, the when the company says, "Well, we're gonna do this," it's like, okay. I mean, it's just the beginning of something. The way that I learned here in Puerto Rico, you got the matchmaker, you got the booker, and he's the man that run the story. So, uh, uh, so when I went there, they said, "Well, we're gonna, you are Quang." From Quang, they turned me to Savio Vega. I did some years. That's when they said, "Well, let's turn you heel. Let's see what we're gonna do with you." So hey, let's try. Uh, I love it because I release myself to what I do. I love to be a heel. I love to be a heel. I learned how to be a heel here in Puerto Rico, and I love that because you control the match. You control what's going on in the ring. If you have the experience, if you don't have the experience, you don't have it. But when they put me on Savio Vega with Nation of Domination, I love that part of my career there in WWF by that time. And wow, I still remember. I see some videos the other day. I was wrestled the Rock. I was what was the other one? Was somebody I wrestled? I wrestled so many, all the guys there. You know what? I wrestled everybody except Shawn Michaels.
Wow.
I wrestled everybody except Shawn Michaels.
Would
I
you have liked
remember
to wrestle
because,
him?
pardon me.
Would you have liked to have wrestled Sean?
Well, wasn't like I love to wrestle him or any other guys, but I never wrestled him because that's when he got hurt. His back got hurt,
Yeah.
and he got the injury. And so I went the heel, then turned baby face. Year later, he come back. Couple of years later, he come back. But I never have the chance. We did something in what is it called? Royal Rumble or something that I was Quan, threw him over the top or something like that. But it would never have a match, actually him and me. Uh, and I love the character of the Nation of Domination, man. I love that.
And every time you heard the theme tune, it was just gave you that excitement. You thought, okay, something good's going on, and it was the great heel faction. Do you think it will get inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Well, that's their decision.
It should
I
be.
always, yeah. Well, I already went through that when I received the plague of late Pedro Morales. I was there in WWF. I just turned, I just turned almost, yeah, Savio Vega. And when they did the inductee of Pedro Morales, uh, and I'm in that crew of that picture when Pedro don't want to come out. He was feel his back, and he said he want to be remembered as the people see him before. The way he was kind of a sick. And so Savio, you the man, you Puerto Rican, you have to do this. Hey, I'm there. What the heck? I got my tuxedo, my blah blah blah, and I feel already the how the emotion of being there, you
Yeah.
know. And if they want to put me, okay. If not, hey, I'm happy anyway. What the heck? I know what I did.
Wow. I wanted to ask you about some wrestlers that you've had matches with, and just get your thoughts on the experience and what they're like to work with. And one of them is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, which is Bret the Hitman Hart. Um,
Oh,
what are your
love Brett.
thoughts and memories with working with Bret?
Love Brett. Love Brett. I saw him 3 months ago, maybe. Yeah, 3 months ago, here in Puerto Rico. Maybe more. I don't know. Well, I know that he's coming. When he arrived, he called me, and I went to the arena, spent some time with him. I hugged him big time, give him a kiss, and oh, I love Brett, man. Since I met them, great people. Owen Hart too. Look, I got goosebumps, man. Oh, uh, when I went to the Canada when Owen passed for the funeral, I have the chance to went to the dungeon
Wow.
and working with Brett. My experience as Quan. I worked with Brett when I was doing Quan. Uh, Listen to this. Before WWF have 1 week tape, 1 week live. One on, it's like two a month live and two tape. So our match was taped for the next Monday. So they have 4 hours in one day. First hour is the hour of next week. Second is live. Third is live. Last hour is from the next week show. So Brett and me, we have maybe the second, third match of the first hour. I'm like, oh, I'm happy. Yes, I'm leaving early. Going to the hotel and relax. But I forgot something. Brett always come late. Always come late. So first hour, I'm already ready. Waiting for him, and I just like a kid waiting for that. Yes, he's coming. He's coming. So he never arrived. So I'm like, oh man, first hour is gone. So I have to wait the 2 other hours. I'm going for the for the fourth hour. And I'm like, okay, what the heck? He arrived. I sit down with him, and we have an okay match. I watched the match before and I watched it the other day. Different thoughts about the matches. I said, well, that match was okay, simple match. To be honest, was a simple match. I could be more aggressive on the match to get the man more over. Uh, but maybe the experience too. I don't know. Tired that day, and we have a blast match. Was so good. The people believe that Quan could beat Bret Hart. That we break the ratings record of that Raw. We break it. Boom. People and what's a tape match, and the people love it. So that's when I say, man, if that happened, the people believe that Quan could beat Bret Hart and wasn't a title shot. But working with him, man, right now you told me to work with him with my eyes closed. To be honest.
Wow. And of course, the amazing Owen Hart. So, what are your
Oh,
memories on working with Owen? Because you just said there when you were talking, you were getting goosebumps. So, what are your memories?
yeah. Listen, I worked with Owen when before the cast, when and then when he had the cast, he was funny all the time, even in the ring, uh, in the back. I mean, working with him, it's like I mean, man, so easy, so easy. You don't have to kill yourself to do any crazy move. By that time, we are not doing crazy move neither. But was like the psychology to tell the people this is going to happen. This is the way we do it, and I mean, develop the match. We love that, and working with him, man. Even too with Davy Boy. It's people. Those people come from a wrestling background, wrestling school. The we like I said before when Steve and me we studied the same book. So when you just got together with people that we are coming from the same era, maybe the same school type, it was easy to work, and always you leave that ring with the fans happy to see little bit more of what we just did. But working with those guys, man, beautiful, beautiful.
I hear stories that he liked to play the like pranks backstage on people. Did he ever
Oh
do that
man,
to you?
a simple one that I always when I remember because I have it. It's like a watching a movie right now. Watching, looking at the. I'm the camera. I'm the one that to see. I'm driving. I'm driving. I got Jim the Anvil Neidhart next to me. Love have him with him. Jim is here and Owen is in the back, and we coming from Allentown University. They have the big building there, and we're coming down the mountain, and was snow. Was I believe November, December, something like that. I don't know. And we coming down, and coming down the mountain, I spot a deer, just like here, and on my side. So when I spot that deer, I stop because I saw the deer went across. I stopped. So Owen have the light on, And he said, "Let's go, let's go, let's go." So when I start driving again, he turned the light off and hit the ceiling of the car. And he said, "Oh my God, you hit it! You hit it!" And he starts screaming. He starts screaming. I just stopped the car. I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking at that. He's saying, "Look, look! Oh my God, you kill it! You kill it!" I'm so, I was out of my. I'm like just looking around. When I turned the light on, I look at Jim Dion behind her, and he's looking at me like, "Wait, like don't believe this motherfucker." He's like, I'm like, "Oh, you Owen," and he starts laughing. I said, "Okay, no more." So, you know, I remember that like it was right just now, man. Yeah, wow, what a beautiful people. That's what I said in the beginning. I met a lot of beautiful people, nice people, and those guys have a piece of my heart. Uh, Not because they pass, I could say the same like uh, Scott, Steve, people the Brett, people that was in my life to make it better, to learn from them. Maybe they learn something from me. I don't know, but I always learn from everybody, and you pick
Yeah.
the best thing and see what is wrong and try to fix it in yourself. If you could help that person to fix that, hey, help it. But the life and the people around you are your teacher, so you have to take advantage of that.
And other people that you've wrestled and beat, the likes of The Rock, Triple H. So what are they like to work? Because you mentioned the Rock earlier on, and he became one of the biggest stars, not only in wrestling but in the world. So what are your
Yeah.
memories on working with The Rock?
Uh, I believe was the first match. Uh, Sorry that his dad passed. IRS was with me. Um, the promoter, I forget the name of the promoter. I'm in WWF. I was doing Savio Vega, and this promoter said we want to run a show in Bahamas, and I'd like to book you there. I said, "Oh, let's go." So IRS and me as a tag team against Rocky Johnson and the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I believe was his first match. I don't know. I believe so. Yes. Uh, and he's so exciting. Let's do this spot here, spot there. I said, let's go. So when we are in the ring, something happened that he forget the spot. Oh, he was mad. He was like, oh, I said, relax, relax, relax. We ended, and he went back to the dressing room, and he was pissed. He's like, bitching and moaning. And he's when we are arrived in the dressing room, his dad is like, well, calm down, don't worry, don't worry. He's like, oh. And I remember I said, what happened? And dad said, no, he just the spot that he missed a spot. Don't worry about the spot. Don't even worry. A spot is a spot. Do not ever mess up with the finish. That's the most important thing in the match. Forget about the body of the match. Forget about that. That's gone. It's the spot. Hey, that everybody messes a spot here there. Don't stay in that hole. If you stay in that hole, you're gonna make damage on the end of the match. So he's like, okay. I worked with him when he was Intercontinental champ. I worked with him when the people were saying Rocky sucks big time. They tried to push him as a baby face. I mean, through the throat of the people, and people just poof, throwing, shooting, spit it out. They don't want it. So the uh, best thing they did with him was turn him heel. You know, then from heel, you see what they did now, what he is right now. I worked with him. I remember was raining big time, heavy, and we are in Cape Town, South Africa. He was Intercontinental Champion, and he's against me. I was doing Nation of Domination. So I said to him, brother, it's raining bad. This is, I mean, it's bad. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I come in. When I come in, I'm going to attack you, send you out to the ropes. I go for back truck, give me a small package, and we go home. Right there. And he said, what? I said, don't worry. I remember when that happened, he still had the belt on his waist. I cut myself with the belt, scratched my head with the belt. 1, 2, 3. And the people just went like, what the hell happened here? I mean, We back in the dressing room. Jerry Briscoe was our agent, and he was pissed with me. What's that? What happened? I said, well, look at this, raining. You want me to get see here in Africa? No, no way. And so I got a little heat there, but I said, I take the heat. Don't worry. It's not Dwayne's fault. And I said, you want me to come back with him there? I just come back and blah, blah, blah. I said, no, 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 it's gone. All right, let's go. So, hey, let's go. But I worked with him not too many times, not too many times, and always was in the process of learning, you know.
Yeah.
And it's same with Triple H. I don't work too much with him because we turned. I was heel already, and he was heel too. So no, if I work with Paul, yeah, in the same tour that I mentioned in Africa, I worked with Paul. Uh, I remember I was very big time popular in Africa. And I said, why the people are going crazy with Savio here? Every time that in a tour coming out, people was, wow. And I remember I did more than 20 15 seconds interview promoting the show. Here I come and says, Savio, you have some promos. I said, I went to do my promos. Soon I finished my promos. I have nothing to do that day, I remember. And the TV people are like, okay, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna have lunch. Who's next? And he said, I don't know. I talked to this guy, this guy, this guy, and they say they have promos, they have this, they have that. So I don't know. And I said to them, and he said, I remember he said, we have to fill this. We need to send promos there, and we just have two people already, Savio and somebody else. And I said, well, if you guys want, I could help you with do more interviews. Are you sure? I said, yeah, let's do it. Man, I did more than 20 interviews, short ones. Hey, I'm Savio Vega, and I'm coming to Johannesburg. I'm Savio Vega, I'm coming to Cape Town. And blah, 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 blah. So they say, man, thank you, you saved our life, and blah, blah, whatever. And so they start pushing me in Africa like a maniac. So when I coming out, people are, wow. I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, the paper wrote something about me. They took me to some school. My English was worse than now, and I'm like, what am I gonna say here? You know, and have fun in Johannesburg, South Africa, but with Rock we work. Don't work. I don't think we have 10 matches. I don't know. I don't think so. To be honest, but always in the process of learning.
And in regards recently, obviously WWE have let a lot of talent go, which has caused a lot of kind of a lot of problems in the media. Now, I wanted to talk about your experience and when you found out that were you released from your contract?
Yeah.
How did that feel at the time? Was it a shock?
No. To be honest, not. Why? I'm gonna explain why. Uh, I hurt my neck. My neck was already hurt, and Victor Quiñones was there with us in WWF, uh, and we start develop the Spanish side of WWF, which is Super Astros. Was half an hour show on Univision television for 13 weeks, half an hour to see if the people love it and hook. That's when we have some Mexicans. We got the midgets. We got Esa Rios, Super Crazy, some Japanese guys, the Puerto Rican team. So uh, that's the Spanish side of the WWF because the idea was to have our own TV crew, TV ring, TV everything. I mean, green crew, television, everything, and go to the Spanish market with WWF. What happened? They send. I mean, when was the time to do the business between the companies? Quinones, I remember he said to me that somebody disrespect Linda or something happened. She's the one that was doing the business by that time. Uh, Something happened with her. The Vince says, hell with that, you know. And Vince want some money from the tape, and they don't want to pay the money neither, you know. So, I mean, when that happened, I mean, we know already we out of here. I was doing nothing with with WWF Raw or Raw by that time, because already with my injury, they took me off the cards, and they just have me as agent with this WWF Super Astros. At the meantime, we start talking about the company here in Puerto Rico, IWA, International Wrestling Association, and was the owners, Victor Quiñones, Miguel Perez, and me. So we're talking about the Open Puerto Rico. So well, when we finish here, we'll go up Open Puerto Rico. I remember a Monday, I was backstage and somebody say, Savio, Quiñones, say, Savio, Jim Ross is looking for you. And I said to Quiñones, okay, I'm out of here. He say, you sure? I say, yes. Don't worry, I know. But we already have in mind Open Puerto Rico. So when I sit down with Jim Ross, he say, man, do you know this and that, da, 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 da. But anyway, I asked him, uh, uh, I mean, if the what's it called, the booking committee don't know what to do with me, I mean, can I help you to how to do something here? Say, well, no, they want to cut people or whatever. They want to let you go. And so no worry, thank you very much. I stand up from there. I went straight to Vince's office, knock at the door. Come in, come in. He was alone, and I said to him, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity of work with the company, what I learned from the company, and thank you very much. All right, welcome." Then I went to Taker's, Undertaker's dressing room. I said, "Brother, I'm out." He said, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow." I said, "No, I'm out of here. They let me go." He looked at me and said, "What?" So yeah, they let me go. No, no, let me talk to Vince to see if they could give you 2 more years. I said to him, "No, don't worry, don't worry. I go to Puerto Rico. We have some business that's gonna happen there, and I mean, I'm gonna be busy there. Are you sure?" So yes, yes. But Manny, I said, "No, no, that's okay. Thank you very much." So we start Puerto Rico in 1999 till what 2008, 10 maybe, I don't know. Uh, and we have fun here in Puerto Rico. I bring Taker, I bring Big Show, uh, Papa Chango, the Godfather, the Garwins. I mean, we about Venus. We bring many guys to Puerto Rico. Vince give me the opportunity to bring them here. Mankind, Triple H, Rock. We bring Rock, the Dudleys. I mean, we bring all the superstars from before.
You mentioned then that one of the people you told about being released was the Undertaker. You went
Yeah.
to his dressing room. So were you guys close? Did you have a close friendship?
Yes, yes. I mean, we don't talk every day, but yeah, once in a while, we say hey, talk a little bit. Last time he was here in Puerto Rico, few years, maybe 8 years ago, maybe, was a show, and we got in contact. He said, "Hey man, I'm coming to Puerto Rico, eh?" So I said, "Well, I'm going out to see you." We stay in this hotel. Was a hotel that we put him in Hilton here in Puerto Rico by the beach. Nice area, and I put him there, and he always loved that hotel. He said, "We stay in the same hotel that you booked me." I said, "Good." So I said, "I'll see you at the arena." So we chat. I mean, we talk. I just arrived there, say hello to the guys, and went straight to his dressing room, and I've stayed there with him all night long talking. Uh, then from there, jump in the ring. When he come out, I just say, "Bro, see you later. You gotta shower and go on." So come to the hotel. I said, "Don't worry. Have fun. You guys flying tomorrow." And he was okay. He was happy. He just come out from the injury, the operation on his hip, something like that. He explained me when he have his leg going up, the leg was going to the side, you know, and he got that operation by that time. But yeah, I consider him one of my friends.
So what? Obviously, I know you've done lots of stuff over the years in regards to TNA, and you've been very active. So what are you up to now? I mean, what do you do to keep yourself busy? You still wrestling?
Yeah, so, I still jumping in the ring here, there, uh, uh, doing whatever little bit here, not too much crazy move. I'm working too with MLW here in the United States. Uh, I have my company here in Puerto Rico. I reopened IWA in January last year, 2019. Uh, we just 2 months ago joined forces with WWC, the company that I start. And I'm talking in the beginning of the conversation with Ray Gonzalez. He worked over there, and it was an idea that I have long time ago. That Carlos don't see the opportunity of what I was having in mind. So it's the way that I say it's good to have a Judas. The good that happen and don't work that day. Boom, he just crushed it. He don't want that to happen. I know because the business, the way they think, don't have an open mind. But now this time, Eddie Colon, you got his that's his son. You got Carly, and Orlando, his cousin, nephew, and you have Ray Gonzalez, who worked with me when I was doing TNT era. Then he worked with me in IWA first part, and he know the way that I like to do business. So join forces with these two companies is the big bang of Puerto Rico right now. I just did, we did, Ray and me, a vignette on a phone call, and that went viral to, I don't know, 300,000 people reach. Was crazy, was something crazy. So uh, we set a date where we just want to meet, and the house was full. So a month later, I have a show, and I said, well, business wise, I say, you want the answer about the proposal? Come to my show, Histeria Boricua, and I give you my answer. And the house was up too. So we got magic. We got something. We got two bank of talents. Their talents and my talent. They're great local guys. So I'm ready. I start cooking already some good things when this pandemic happened. So I mean, we are parking, but we are not resting. We are thinking and what
Yeah.
to happen. So we need to reopen to continue the story.
Well, Savio, I want
And
to.
sorry. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm doing that project in Puerto Rico, some bookings around the world, and I was ready to go to WrestleMania. They called me to do WrestleMania pass and signing and stuff like that when this happened. Supposed to go to Canada too, and well, that's everything on hold. Let's see what happened. But with this is to tell the people that take care, have to take care,
Yeah.
and be careful outside.
Well, I want to say a massive thank you for giving me your time today. But to talk
Yeah.
about your career, and you come across as just the nicest, most humble guy as well. And I know I interviewed you a few years ago, and you've always been nice. If I message you, you're the first to reply. So thank you so much for being so generous with your time.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Like I said before, it's these opportunities are they're good. The people see and learn. So many people don't know who was Savio Vega, and other people say, "Ah, you know him." It's like a pushing. Yeah, you know him. It's a no. I said, don't worry, because I mean, if you know who I am, I know you will be the first one and come, "Hey, Savio,"
Yeah.
you know. But brother, thank you very much to having me here. To all the people, check IWA Puerto Rico on YouTube. That's wrestling every Saturday at 12 Eastern time, United States time. When the time changes in Puerto Rico, we always stay the same. We never change. So the people could watch my company now, right now, this moment. We are showing matches from 2002, from the first IWA, the first part of the IWA. So I mean, it's local wrestling. We bring some guys from the states here there, but it's fun. People could check my webpage and check on the Savio Vega official fan page. Give him a like right there. Check on my Instagram on Tio Savio Vega. It's Tio like uncle. Tio Savio Vega and Instagram, and check. I have pictures with the Mexican guys, with the guys from the states, local stuff. I mean, check it out. So hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity, man.
And hopefully we'll get you in the UK because we've got loads of Comic Cons and conventions now. UK
Nice.
has become huge. So hopefully we'll see you very soon.
Yes, yes. I hope go there. Somebody call me or talk to me from there. This is a long time ago. I wrestled you guy Jimmy. Oh my God, my head. Uh, he's in MLW. How this happened? Love that guy. I worked with him twice. Uh, uh, Jesus Christ, my head is gone. Well, I forget. He's from UK.
Oh, okay.
Um, uh,
Not
Jesus.
Nick, not
Well,
Nick Aldis.
no, I work. No, I never worked with Nick. I know I talked to him because he's coming for Carlos' company a couple of month ago, and that was canceled because this. I know Nick from TNA. Nice, beautiful person. His wife, beautiful lady. Um, Jesus Christ, how I forget this guy. I love him.
You'll
Uh,
have to message me, and then I can put it on the link.
uh, Jesus Christ, is he? He's with me at MLW. Damn. Jesus Christ, man. The man is I forget. I forget the name. Jesus.
So, thank you so much for joining us, and I hopefully
Yes.
we can speak again.
Yes. Take
Perfect.
care. Bless you. Maybe when we finish here, boom, the name come in my head. Well, take care, man. Thank you for